Just got to Costco. I have a $100 budget today to see what I can get on Carnivore here at Costco. I saw Paul Saladino do like an animal-based version of this, and so I'm super excited to do a full carnivore for $100. So let's go see what we can get. First stop, of course, is in the ground beef section, and since we have a budget today, we're for sure going for the $5.70 per pound. Big bad boy. All right, I think we're going for this 5.7 pounder. So it'll be $33.47. Let's go ahead and add that to the cart without breaking it. And then the ground beef, I have to mention, it's such a staple. It's the cheapest option, so you have to be going for it first. But anyway, we're gonna go for these lamb loin chops. They're $7.99 a pound, and it comes with about 8 of them. And that totals out to be $18.62. So that one's a little bit more pricey, but we already have a big staple. And so now we can have a little fun and do a little bit of those lamb chops. And then we are going to another staple. I'm gonna grab these eggs here. They're $9.49 for this big old thing. So we have to add this to the grocery haul because it's such a staple, have it every single day, and it's so filling and so cheap, so good price. And yeah, that's just, we had to get the staples first. All right, so I was going through the different bacons, and that one will be just a little bit cheaper per, that one over there, sorry, my finger's not in the frame. That one will be a little bit cheaper, but it costs us a little bit more, so we're gonna go with this guy. $12.99 is what we're gonna add. We're gonna go with this thick sliced bacon. Let's see if I can pull it out with my one hand. We got it. And so, pretty identical in ingredients. These are just thick cut, and it'll save us a couple dollars that we can maybe put towards something else. But this is totaling out to be about $74 so far. So let's see what else we can add. Maybe we'll do chicken wings, maybe we'll do some sausages, maybe do a cheese, I'm not sure yet. Let's go see. All right, this Havarti sliced cheese is gonna be an option. We're not gonna choose it yet, but it's $2 off and it's $3.49 a pound. So we might come back for that. There's a possibility. I'm gonna grab, oh wow. $9. Grab $9 for a 2-pack of some whole milk yogurt. Okay, to go ahead and decide if we're gonna get those. And then this guy is on sale a little bit, so we're gonna throw this in there as one of the options of how we're gonna finish off this $100 day. So it's between the yogurt so far and the sauce. All right, and then we are throwing this little triangle of Beecher's flagship cheese. It is $10.99 a pound. And so this one will be about $12.53. And so it's gonna go into our top little bucket to see what we're gonna finish off our $100 with. So let's see. All right, and this one is a favorite every so often. We'll go for it because the nutrients, the ingredients are pretty decent, so that's awesome. And it's on sale, so $10.99 for this big old thing. It's gonna go up here though, because again, we're not sure what we're getting. Okay, so after compiling our options to try to fulfill the rest of this $100, so basically what it's looking like is if you get the Beecher's flagship cheese, that finishes us off and we have to stop there. And then the other one item option would be the Green Ridge Naturals beef sticks, and right there that'll get us to that 100 mark as well. So that would have us be done. Or you can make a little bit of a combination here and do like a Havarti and the A2, or the sausage and the Havarti, kind of a mix. So what would you guys do if you were trying to finish off this $100 grocery haul? I think I'm gonna go with today these Amilu breakfast links and then the Havarti cheese. I think that's kind of more so what I'm wanting right now. I'm wanting that just more meat for breakfast and some cheese that can go in my omelet. And yeah, I love that they're both on sale. That's always a great thing. So always take advantage of sales when you have them, and when carnivore foods go on sale, that's a good thing. Okay, I suck at math while trying to record and do the shopping. So looks like we had a couple extra dollars in our little budget today. And so I'm not only getting this one, but I'm also going to be getting the yogurt double pack and the Havarti cheese. So that's how we're gonna finish off this grocery haul. That's what we're getting from Costco today for our $100 budget. Okay, I'm super excited about that. Not excited that I suck at math while shopping, but super excited that I get 3 different options as the finisher of our grocery haul. So got the yogurt and got the Farty cheese, and then we have the sausage links, so super excited. The best price per pound that I'll ever get on my Carnivore foods right here. Right here. $2.19 per liter. Great. Let's just get some canola oil for our Carnivore meal. No, guys, never do that, please. Say goodbye to all these yucky oils. Scanning away.
47. $8.99. Credit $2. Pay area $13.99. 18.62. $12.99. $8.99.
Thanks, my strong husband.
$49.
All right, totaling up $101.54. Yeah, darn. There's no taxes, guys. My husband's a clown. Just got back from the grocery haul, and this is everything that I was able to get for $100 at Costco. This is the grocery haul. I'm really pleased with it, actually. If you're going to have a budget of $100, I think something that is a staple that you must get is ground beef. It is so filling, and it's so versatile. You can do so many different dishes with it, or just so many different, you can cook it different ways. So ground beef is a must, in my opinion, in my books, if you're doing carnivore on a budget, or even for $100. And then I would say some eggs, you can go for the cheaper, or you can go for the more expensive ones, if you can afford that in your budget. But today went for the more cheaper ones, because that's what we're going for, more volume for the $100 in this instance here. And so going to those eggs, those are a staple. Bacon is a staple. So if you can get your hands on these 3 staples here, the rest is kind of like icing on the cake, the bonus, the cherry on the top kind of thing. And so bacon, a must. That just creates really solid meals. You can do burgers with bacon, a fried egg on top. You can do something with breakfast, or a ground beef scrambled bowl, or there's a lot of different opportunities or different little things you can do. And it's yummy and it's cheap. So, and then the rest is kind of like, bonus stuff. So we have some Havarti cheese. Luckily, it was on a deal, so that's really cool. Keep an eye out for deals, because that'll help you, obviously, if you're trying to stay under $100. And then this 2-pack of yogurt is probably the best yogurt price I've seen. And so if you have a Costco, that's a great option for you to choose. It's a very big treat for us. We don't necessarily have it that often, since we try to mostly stay meat and not minimize our dairy to cravings or just a little bit. But yeah, we have some yogurt in there. That's going to be exciting, a nice fun treat. You can sub that out if you don't want the yogurt. And then we also have these Amilu chicken sausages, which are a fun treat as well. Those just kind of spice up breakfast nicely. Just fry up a couple of those and add it on the side of your bowls. It just is another, you don't need it, but it's a nice thing to have on the side for sure. And then these are probably my favorite thing today. I absolutely love lamb, and I love these little T-bone lamb chops. And I don't think they're bad for the price that you get. $7.99 a pound is pretty good for me for this lamb. Obviously, if we're going cheaper on this end, I can balance out and get that. And so super excited. Yeah, so this is kind of what we're looking like for $100. I just went $1 over. I also want to say I don't really recommend, if you're on this $100 not budget, or just trying to eat a little bit cheaper but still go carnivore, I don't really recommend going out and getting $40 to $50 worth of steak, because frankly that's just not going to get you very far. You're not going to have enough food to continue on. And so that's why I think ground beef is a huge staple. If you can afford a little bit of an extra push in there, then yeah, add in some steaks. Steaks are wonderful. But if you can't, then no problem. You can thrive on carnivore without steaks, and just kind of implement them a little bit more, just sparsely, I guess. But yeah, so if you liked coming along with me today, just go ahead and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it and helps the channel to grow. Yeah, so thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.